everyone. Good morning, everyone, respected dignitaries, honored principals, esteemed teachers present here. A very warm welcome to Innovation Design and Entrepreneurship Bootcamp 2025. मैं हूं आपकी host for today, and it's truly an honor to welcome you all to ILM University, Gurugram, institution dedicated to academic excellence and innovation. On behalf of Department of School of Education and Literacy, Ministry of Education, Government of India, MOE's Innovation Cell, PM SHRI Schools, and School Innovation Council. Innovation का मतलब सिर्फ टेक्नोलॉजी नहीं होता. Innovation means solving real life problems with empathy, creativity and purpose. और इस विजन के साथ हम शुरू कर रहे हैं Day 1, जिसका फोकस है Human Centered Approach to Explore Innovation and Problem Solving. It gives me an immense pleasure to invite our esteemed guest, Shri Harish Rajput, Junior Associate, Ministry of Education and Innovation Cell. Sir, I'll request you to please join us on the stage. I'll request Dr. Vikas Dhawan, Director General of IMS, to please join us on the stage. I'll now request Dr. Momita Acharya, Assistant Professor, to please join us on the stage. I'll request Dr. Upasana Devan, Associate Professor, Rukmani Devi Institute of Advanced Studies, to please join us on the stage. Shri Sunil Bajaj, our esteemed guest, will be joining us shortly. I'll request Dr. Sunita Dwivedi to please welcome on the stage to our esteemed guest by a token of appreciation. Dr. Saurabh Trivedi, I'll also welcome you on the stage to please facilitate our guests. Ma'am, please felicitate Dr. Vikas Dhawan. I like to present Shri Harsh Rajput with a token of appreciation. I'll now request Dr. Momita Acharya to please come on the stage. I'll now request Dr. Upasana Devan to please join us. I'll request all the dignitaries to please join on the sofa. I'll now request Mr. Varun Jindal, Head of Outreach, ILM University, to please join us on the stage and address the gathering.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Varun Jindal. I take care of outreach with ILM University. ILM, as a brand name, was established in 1993 with the first batch at Lodi Road, 1994. We have 5 campuses all India, with the university in Gurgaon, Greater Noida, Lodi Road, Lucknow, and Jaipur. We go to different schools for the outreach activities, taking sessions, FDPs, faculty development programs, in topics like psychology, different topics in psychology, different topics in AI, and other topics which have been suggested by these schools. And then we take care of a lot of student outreach activities wherein, the counseling sessions being taken, and we talk on diverse topics. When it is about talking on law, design, psychology, computer science, engineering, AI coming in. So it's a request. I have a team here which represent Delhi and Haryana. Shobit takes care of Haryana. And Aklash Usmani is there. He takes care of Delhi and NCR. Then we have Nivedita. She is our Associate Director Admissions. She takes care of the School of Management. So we have different schools, like School of Management, we are one of the oldest in India. We say, we are known for the management education. Then we have, design. We have, again, I said, psychology is there, law is there, and in communication, we have different programs. My team is going to meet you once there'll be a tea break and during the networking session. So any respective teacher, principal would require, like us to come and talk about different topics in your respective institutes, we'll be there and we'll be able to help you out. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Shri Sunil Bajaj will be joining us shortly. Meanwhile, I'll request everybody to please be seated. And we're going to start with our central inauguration soonly. I'd like to call Shri Sunil Bajaj, Additional Director, Secretariat, Gurugram, Haryana. I'll also request Professor Dr. Sunita Trivedi, along with Dr. Saurabh Trivedi, to please come on the stage and felicitate Sir. I like to request all the guests to please come for lamp lighting. So, please join us. Let's begin the ceremony with lighting up the lamp on this very special occasion of us joining. We'll now begin with the Center Inauguration and Innovation, Design and Entrepreneurship IDE Bootcamp. Request everyone to please maintain the decorum, avoid using the phones, and your cooperation means a lot. Thank you. अब हम शुरू करने जा रहे हैं सेंटर ऑफ इनॉग्रेशन. आप सबसे निवेदन है कि आप अपने मोबाइल फ़ोन स्विच ऑफ मोड पे कर लीजिए एंड प्लीज़ मेंटेन डेकोरम, क्योंकि अब हम लाइव ज्वाइन करने वाले हैं. थैंक यू.
Is India in an exuberant
we are starting shortly. I'll request everybody to please switch off their phones or turn them on airplane mode. Thank you. I'll request everybody to please be settled and avoid movement, please.
मेरा सभी से निवेदन है, प्लीज़ आप ना अपनी सीट ले लीजिए एंड प्लीज़ कोई मूवमेंट ना करें। हम कुछ ही समय में शुरू करने वाले हैं। सर ज्वाइन करते हैं। थैंक यू।
Dheeraj, you can open your camera. They're not visible. Ah. So, sir, can we start, sir? Please go.
Good morning. I welcome you all for the central online inauguration of IDE Bootcamp for principals and teachers of PMC school across 14 locations and 12 states. Now I request Director Innovation Cell to give a formal welcome address.
Good morning, everyone. Dr. T.G. Sitaram, Honorable Chairman AICT, Dr. Abhay Jere, Honorable Vice Chairman and Chief Innovation Officer, AICTE, Mr. Dheeraj Sahu, Additional Secretary, Department of School Education and Literacy, DOSEL, Ministry of Education, Dr. Preeti Meena, Director, DOSEL, Ministry of Education. Our partners for this bootcamp, Dr. Sujata and expert team members from Wadhwani Foundation, our representatives from UNICEF, Manasa Priya and Vamshi, all the school principals, teachers who have gathered here with their innovative students, and also all the nodal center who have gathered here for all the three who are going to conduct these boot camps on behalf of AICT and DOSEL. Once again, very good morning, and I welcome all of you for central inauguration of this IDE boot camp, where we are going to conduct 50 boot camps with support from DOSEL and Wadhwani Foundation as training partner for school teachers and principals. Sir, this is a very unique initiative which is part of our IDE boot camp. Last year we used to conduct these boot camps for 2 days. Now after learning and visiting and also feedback from our trainer community, we have now designed these boot camps for 3 days so that teachers can spend good time with the trainers and also peer learning can also happen. So once again, I welcome all of you and hand it over to Dr. Elan Govan for further proceeding.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for your welcome address. Now I request Vice Chairman AICT, Dr. Abhay Jere sir, to address the audience.
Good morning. Honorable Chairman, Professor T.G. Sitaram, Additional Secretary to DOSEL, SHRI Dheeraj Sahuji, my colleagues at Wadhwani Foundation and UNICEF. Thanks for joining hands and supporting us. This workshop is being organized jointly by Department of School Education and Literacy, All India Council for Technical Education, Ministry of Education Innovation Cell, and NCRT in collaboration with Wadhwani Foundation. DOSEL, jointly with Ministry of Education, has launched various programs for schools. So, as AICT and DOSEL, we are trying to work together so that we promote innovation and entrepreneurial mindset together in schools itself, so that when students come for higher education, their creativity is intact and it could be nurtured forward. Under this initiative, we are organizing multiple initiatives. Build-a-thon was one of the great initiatives which is under leadership of Sahuji, and it has received unprecedented response. Apart from that, we have School Innovation Ambassador Training Program, through which we have trained more than 27,000 school teachers. These teachers have been trained in 5 different modules, like design thinking, like how to handhold an idea at pre-incubation level, incubation level, some a module on terminology related to startups. For example, what is incubation? What is pre-incubation? What is Series A funding? What is Series B funding? And so on and so forth. Then some aspects related to marketing and finance, so that there is some basic understanding to these innovation ambassadors about how a startup journey gets evolved. The primary objective of this innovation ambassadors is to actually be our on-ground change agents. So so that when students have some ideas, they know how to actually go ahead and handhold them. Then we have another important initiative called as School Innovation Councils, which is similar to our IIC initiative. And currently we have School Innovation Councils in more than 23,000 schools. It's a year-long initiative through which we actually ask schools to do various programs so that a sustained innovation and entrepreneurial ecosystem gets established in our schools. Then another initiative which we have with DOSEL is Kapila for schools, where we want to push patent filing in our schools. If you ask currently what is the success rate to any of the schools, many times the answer is that 100% of our students passed and maybe 80% or 90% of them scored beyond 90% or 85%. So the schools measure their metrics in terms of marks and grades. Having said that, we want to push institutions, especially schools, to talk about patents, to talk about ideas, to talk about projects. So through Kapila, we are going to initiate that. And to enable this entire ecosystem, these kind of trainings are extremely important. And that is what this bootcamp, that is Ideation, Innovation, Design and Entrepreneurship Bootcamp, what we call as IDE Bootcamp, through which we wish to achieve. We have been collaborating with Wadhwani Foundation for last 2 years, and this collaboration has done something quite unprecedented, and we have really achieved very good results. So last month we did IDE boot camps for DIETs, that is district education officers, and 25 such workshops were organized and across 25 different locations, and large number of DIET officers were trained. Now we are moving a step forward, and we are now organizing IDE boot camps for principals and teachers. So this boot camp will be organized at 50 different locations in 3 phases. So the first phase starts today. At each location, we will have around 200 principals and teachers, which are very selected, who have interest in innovation and entrepreneurship. And for next 3 days, they will go through this rigorous IDE bootcamp training, and we hope that they carry forward the message of ideation and innovation to all these PM SHRI schools, so that we can create the culture of ideation, innovation and entrepreneurship within our PM SHRI schools. So thank you very much. I wish to genuinely wish to thank DOSEL as well as NCRT for joining hands with AICT and MIC to actually roll out this program. Thank you very much, really.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your address and guiding and handholding us in implementing innovation initiatives in higher education and now with school education for past 3 years, and also for creating the culture of hackathon across the country. Thank you, sir. Thank you once again for your continuous support. Now I request our Additional Secretary, Department of School Education and Literacy, Sri Viraj Sagu, sir, to address the participants.
Thank you. I hope you can hear me.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, Professor D.G. Sitaram, Chairman AICT, Dr. Vaidere, Vice Chairman AICT and Chief Innovation Officer, Srimati Preeti Meena, Director DOSEL, team members of Wadhwani Foundation, NCRT, and AICT, and our main guest today, the principals and teachers of PM SHRI School. A very good morning to you all. Great to see the Innovation, Design and Entrepreneurship Bootcamp kicking off today. This bootcamp is a part of the PM SHRI initiative. under the PM SHRI, we all know that the government wants to see these schools grow as role models in their areas. We are trying to implement all the aspects of National Education Policy 2020 in these schools and supporting this effort with a lot of fund that the government is giving to these schools. Many various components of PM SHRI school are being implemented in the are in the stage of implementation in the schools currently, and these teachers and principals must be closely involved with the implementation of these activities. I believe they are taking all efforts to expedite the completion of these activities and to see the school grow into an exemplar school under the National Education Policy. The current initiative of IDE Bootcamp is a part of a wider initiative of spreading the spirit of innovation and critical thinking among teachers as well as the students. During the course of next 1 month, I've been given to understood that around 6,000 PM SHRI schools would be participating in these boot camps spread over 50 locations across the country, which is, I would say, in all manner a very big exercise. And I would thank AICTE for designing this exercise in collaboration with other parties, NCRT, Wadhwani Foundation, and of course the Innovation Cell. Mr. Dr. G has already told about the various initiatives Department of School Education is taking for the benefit of school teachers and principals regarding innovation, design thinking, and patenting. I won't be repeating them, but I would draw the attention of the teachers and principals to the fact that the current policy, the National Education Policy, aspires to shift the focus from what we educate to how to the aspect we must teach our children to think creatively, critically, and innovate things, and to find solutions for the real life problems of today. The objective of this camp is to train the teachers to nurture innovation, design, and entrepreneurship competencies amongst the students in our schools. The program, we have already had a program with the district education officers and diet teachers, and this is the next phase of the program where we are training the schools, teachers, and principals. We hope to cover around 9,000 participants for these programs. The program, which is spread over 3 days, each boot camp will be spread over 3 days, and it plans to take teachers through the full journey beginning from problem identification to ideation to prototype development to the patenting of the prototype, and ultimately the entrepreneurship aspects of the building on the whole exercise and making it a sustainable initiative. So, teachers, I would request all the teachers and principals and participants to make full use of this opportunity of learning these concepts. And let me remind you, this boot camp is not just about learning these new concepts. Ultimately, it is about kindling the spirit of innovation and creative thinking, which I keep repeating here, amongst these students. So that is the soul of the program and the main spirit of the program. The program, this boot camp, will take you to exposure visits and hands-on design activities. Make full use of this opportunity, I would say again, and take from here something new which will benefit our students and help them meet the challenges of the real life in a more efficient and effective manner. I would, I'm sure AICT must have made arrangements for taking feedbacks from the participants, which will help them in improvisation of their boot camp in the subsequent phases. So with this, I would again congratulate AICT for for actually transforming this idea into a reality of today's boot camp. And I would expect them to put in all their efforts to make the program really successful and meaningful, and so that we get the achieved outcome from the program. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your address and guiding and supporting us and implementing innovation initiatives across the school in our country, and also including the School Innovation Council as one of the component of 22 components of PM-SHRI, which shows that our ministry is being keen on implementing the innovation initiatives across the country, and also guiding us at micro level in implementing any innovation initiative which you bring it to you. So I'm sure with your address, all the 14 locations where we have more than 2,800 participants participating from 28 states would have been addressed and would be understood the importance of innovation needed in our country today. Thank you, sir, once again for your address. Now we have been coming to the most important occasion of the day for inauguration of this IDE Bootcamp for PM-SHRI schools in 14 locations and 12 states. I request Honorable Chairman, sir, to inaugurate, and request Additional Secretary, sir, and Vice Chairman, sir, to join for this inauguration.
Make it full. Yeah.
You have to do it from there.
Yes.
Click on it. Thank you, sir, for inaugurating this program. I would now request our Honorable Chairman, sir, to address the participants.
Sabhi ko namaskar. Distinguished colleagues from Ministry of Education, AICTE, MIC, and all the principals and teachers of PM-SHRI schools. Very good morning to all of you. I'm very happy to inaugurate the Central Online Innovation, Design and Entrepreneurship Bootcamp for principals and teachers of PM-SHRI schools at 14 locations covering 12 states. I think this is a very innovative initiative, and it is also training the principals and teachers who are going to really make all our kids educated with these new concepts. This is basically a shift in the mindset itself to think about products, product development, experiential learning, and many such things. So teachers, first of all, need to be equipped, because that's where it's very difficult to learn. Learning happens very, very synchronously and very easily at very young age. But when we grow old, we are having some biases about use of technology, use of semiconductor chips and other things. So teachers needs to be equipped. And more than that is, in this course, it's about design thinking. That is a very, very unique thing, and we have to introduce, because this is a very new topic for many of us also, design thinking tools, innovation pedagogy frameworks, entrepreneurial orientation, what he should do, whether it is funding, whether it is startups, whether it is even how to protect the IP. And all that has to be told, because it's all new terminologies, new words. So principals equipped to all these concepts will institutionalize the IDE practices. That's a very important step. So I really congratulate the AICTE MIC team, which is already done about 100 IDE bootcamps as a team. So now we are entering into the school jointly with Department of School Education. So this particular bootcamp will is not about learning everything, it is about thinking differently. And it is also, innovation particularly begins with very small, consistent changes in our classrooms that only happens through the teachers if they are ready. So if you want to really make our students, the future generation, innovative, we must first empower the innovative teachers. I think this is an excellent program. I congratulate dear Dosel coming up with such a phenomenal idea of training, because in our country, the number of schools there is huge. Okay, one of the largest in the world. And now we are only touching the PM3 schools. Okay, this IDE bootcamp for principals and teachers, it's a very unique exercise, and I congratulate. And this plays a pivotal role actually in our education system, because these are the kids which are going to come with new ideas to make our nation and also developed India by 2047. So this particular boot camps aims to strengthen also the very leadership of our kids in the future. So for that, we need to equip our, I think I heard last time we trained also the officers on these concepts. Now we are getting into the principals and teachers. So that is where they, I think the knowledge actually flows from teacher to the students. AICTE is deeply committed. You have seen already 100 have been conducted. So through this program, large number of eminent experts from Wadhwani Foundation, along with design experts and incubation leaders, will also, train these people, and they will also give their concepts on these new ideas. So the bootcamp basically includes, as our previous speakers highlighted, hands-on exercises, collaborative problem solving, exposure visits. I think also you should take them to our idea labs also. Majority of the now districts have the AICTE idea labs, and the center of excellence is many of the engineering colleges. So all these I think are very, very essential. So I urge every principal and teachers here to see themselves as innovation ambassadors. So if you really do well, our MIC team will also give you ambassador badge. Okay, there is a small process, I think. So that should be also followed, so that you can proudly carry our innovation cells ambassador badge on your shoulder. So let the bootcamp be the beginning of the new chapter for every student and every teacher, every school. So this will make our schools a lab of creativity, every child a potential innovator contributing to the Vikasit Bharat. Friends, also note this, the method of learning itself will change now. See, in our time, we only used to learn through the teacher, who used to come and write it on the board, and we used to take notes and mug up and rote learning. But today, learning happens by doing things. I think in these IDE bootcamps, teachers will be taught how to really make that learning, new way of learning to all our kids, who will become very confident and creative, and also bold enough to start their own entrepreneurial journey very early. So this is a very fantastic idea of catching them young. I congratulate once again the Secretary, Additional Secretary and Director of Department of School Education and Literacy for supporting the school innovation initiatives. And also, you see, this is happening not today only. It's already 3-4 years that we are hand-holding. Dr. Ilangovan from MIC is directly involved with school education. I also thank Wadhwani Foundation for providing an expert speakers for this program. So, and all these nodal center, I think they will be there to guide and take these programs to become a very successful one. With this, I once again congratulate everybody who is part of this, because this is a collective work, and I'm happy to inaugurate the online IDE Bootcamp for principals and teachers of the phase 1. So there is 2 more phases which is happening on 22nd to 24th December and 7th to 9th of January. So with this, thank you very much. Enjoy your bootcamp. Do something and you feel really happy about it at the end of this program. Namaskar. Jai Hind.
Thank you for your address, sir, and thanks for all the support you extended for implementing all the innovation initiatives across schools and higher education. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yes, 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 sir. Yes, yes.
Thank you, Dheeraj. Thank you very much for joining and spending time. We sincerely appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you once again. Thank our Secretary Sir, Additional Secretary Sir, Chairman, Vice Chairman of AICT, and Dr. Preeti Meena Ma'am from Department of School Education Literacy, Dr. Sujata Ma'am from, and expert speakers from Wadhwani Foundation, Mansa Priya and Vamsi from UNICEF, and all the institutes who had extended their support for implementing this initiative. And I thank all the principals and teachers of PMC schools. Without you, the program would not have happened. Once again, I thank everyone. Thank you all. Thank you. Right. Thank you.
I would now request Shri Sunil Bajarji to please come on the stage and address the gathering. I request all of you to come together in round of applause for sir.
Good morning, all. Just now we heard about the program, how important it is. But its importance matters. Its importance will do something when you, the teachers, will help, guide, motivate the students. Not only help, motivate, but even provide opportunities to students. There are many students who can think independently, who can do some innovations, but they don't have some torchbearer or some persons to help them, to guide them. Here you will get some information how to motivate, how to support, how to initiate students' thinking. I request AICT, I couldn't talk to them, but the members from AICT can think of organizing boot camp for students. You all principals and teachers will at least select 1 or 2 students from your school. And those students will be given a chance to attend the boot camp where they can have hand-on experience or have some activities or whatever idea they have thought of or anything in their mind can be given support. How to take it up, how that can be used. You all know NEP is talking about a lot about vocational educational. Government of India is talking about Atmanirbhar Bharat. And this is one of the area which can help to become India Atmanirbhar. If you support students, guide students by giving what you will learn in this boot camp. So when you are here, discuss, interact, learn, and then share with the students. again, what NEP is focusing, that is also giving a chance to let children become independent learner. If you, any one of you have read new textbooks which have been issued by the NCERT on the basis of new education policy and even then after NCF 2023, in the pre-pages or in the chapter, I will give you example of some of the things which you find out when you will go back to your school. Excellent way to make children think. 2-3 lines, let children sit in groups so that they can have collaboration. Then instead of teacher will be telling or teaching, let children discuss that topic, chapter, read pages in groups, make questions, and then ask each other. And then present what they have learned from that chapter. Means process will start that they will become independent learner. We all, how we were taught or how we were teaching, it's same. We use 3X approach: explain, example, exercise. Stop this. Stop this. Don't explain, don't example, don't give exercise. Let them see, let them learn. They can do themselves. I remember I also was a dependent learner when teacher, I have not attended any class. I am of the mind that no, unless I have been not taught by the teacher, I can't learn. So that was in my mind. Hope the students will be feeling the same. So they can become independent learner only when you will give opportunity themselves to learn on their own, through their experiences, through their discussion. The another area which books focus on is discussion. What I told you, that let children read and then discuss what is there in those 2 pages or 3 pages, what you are going to deal with. Discuss. The teacher's role is to move in among the students and see whether the discussion is going in the right direction or not. That was the role of the teacher. So, your role, when you will give this kind of opportunity, they can start thinking on their own, their brain will grow, then they can think other way also. Anything, then when they will face some problems, some issues, whether social or their contextual, they can think on that also. So once you provoke their thinking, once you provide opportunity for their thinking, they can also start thinking for all the problems they are facing. So what is innovation cell? The first thing is to think of a problem. When you have some issues, some problem, to sort out that, to find the solution for that, the children will start thinking. So this thinking process will start, it will start only when you give opportunity. तो हम सबको मिलकर ये प्रयास करना है कि बच्चों को खुद सीखने का मौका दें, खुद करने का मौका दें, इंडिपेंडेंट लर्नर बनाएं. वो तभी आगे बढ़ेंगे, वो तभी इस दिशा में सोचेंगे, कुछ नया कर पाएंगे जब हम उनको अवसर देंगे. और वो अवसर डेली क्लासरूम में होने चाहिए, चाहे वो कोई भी सब्जेक्ट हो. हर विषय में आप उनको इंडिपेंडेंट लर्नर बनाएं, उनके डिस्कशन कराएं, उनके व्यू पॉइंट सुने. वो सही है या गलत है इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं है. वो अपनी राय रख पाएं, वो अपनी बात कह पाएं, कम्युनिकेशन कर पाएं. वो तभी कर पाएंगे, उनकी सही या गलत को आप एक ही तरह से देखेंगे. गलत भी राय दी है बट दे हैव थॉट समथिंग, उन्होंने कुछ अलग सोचा है, तभी वो अपनी राय रख पा रहे हैं, अपनी ओपिनियन दे पा रहे हैं. सो don't think about the right and wrong, and they have the right to उस बुक में जो प्री पेजेस की बात कर रहा हूं उसमें शुरू में लिखा गया है राइट टू नो लर्न। जरूरी नहीं है कि आपने कुछ कराया और वो सीख जाएंगे एकदम से, टाइम लगता है हर चीज में। उनको समय दें, सोचने का समय दें, करने का समय दें, सीखने का समय दें। आपको बच्चों को मौके देने हैं इंडिपेंडेंट लर्नर बनने के, लर्निंग थ्रू एक्सपीरियंस से, लर्निंग थ्रू डिस्कशन से। जब ये सारी चीज़ें क्लासरूम में आप प्रोवाइड करेंगे तभी वो डिज़ाइन थिंकिंग, इनोवेशन इस तरफ आगे बढ़ेंगे। तो योर रोल इज दोज हु आर प्रिंसिपल्स should motivate your teachers to start making classroom interaction in such a way that where children will think and discuss. Provide opportunities. I will share you one example. In class 6 mathematics, the one question is given. Tell me numbers whose sum of digit is 14. Can anyone tell me any number whose sum of digit is 14? Just think, it's a very simple question. 77, 86. So what is the smallest number? How you think that, how you will move in coming to the smallest number? 77, 86 you told, 77 you told, then you start with 6, then you start with 5, then you start with 5, 4. 86 then 68 also. Is there any less than? No, this is the way how the process started. Telling number is not important. How you moved, okay, 86, then less than that, I can think of 68. Then next will be with the tens place 5. Then next will be tens place 4. So think of that number. So the process, how you came to the solution. Then okay, how explain, give me the reasoning why 59 is the smallest. Why not less than 59 is not possible. This is the question given in the textbook. That write the smallest number. But teacher's role is to let children think. Ask him, okay, give reasoning why 59 is the smallest. Unit place, you can't take less than 9 because that will not give you 14. Tens place 5, you replace with 4. Again, the next number is 5 to 4, you at tens place, and 9 is the maximum numbers. 4 and 9 will not give 14. None of the number 4, 3, 2, 1, any of the number digit placed at tens place will not give at any way the sum 14. So the reason, let them think, give reason of that, why it is smallest. So the way they start thinking in this way, this is what the kind of questions asked in the textbook. The teacher role is to let them think in every question, not solving question. What is our way of doing in the classroom? That what is the smallest number? Teacher will tell this is 59, write down in the notebook, and next day they will write down all the question and the answers. We are not providing them opportunity to think, which is required for all this what we are talking about today. So the children will become innovator, design thinker only when you ask them, you provide them opportunity in their routine classroom to think independently, think, discuss and share their views. So this is way you make start in your classroom, and if in this way you discuss with your students, I hope not only one, all students, not only one, here I am requesting that at least one student you will select for boot camp, The boot camp will be in your school. All class will be requiring a boot camp because all students will become innovator. Only when you will provide the opportunity. It will change. You have to change as research is telling us a lot. Whenever some researches are there, we believe on that researches, yes, because that has been tested and then the result came. So the textbooks, the way, the approach, the pedagogy mentioned in the new textbooks is research based also. How children learn. So the way, if you let them think, let them discuss, they will learn themselves through discussion and experience. So your role is to provide such kind of opportunity. I wish you all the best because this is a 3-day boot camp. Last year also it was conducted. 1 month back it was in Panipat also. I went there also in PIET. So here again this camp is going on, and I hope the teachers and the principal, when they will go back, will motivate at least 1, 2 or 3 students. At least this maximum number, it's up to you to think, innovate and design something what is related to what are the problem they are facing, any issue they are facing. So all the best. Thank you all.
Sir, I'll request you to please stay back. Dr. Saurav sir, please come on the stage and give the token of appreciation. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us for the event. Now I'll request everybody to proceed for tea break for next 15 minutes. Then we will be resuming with the sessions. Thank you.